Iowa's new DOGE Task Force is still working on its list of more than 40 possible recommendations to make the state more efficient. One of the ideas they're talking about before next month's deadline is the notion of paying teachers based on how well their students are literally making the grade. Iowa's News Now State House reporter Skylar Shalal is hearing why lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are taking the same side on this idea.
Iowa's DOGE Task Force says Iowa's current education spending isn't working, recommending the state move to a pay-for-performance model, paying teachers according to high student achievement.
I think it's a terrible idea, and it's one that has been tried before, and we know that it doesn't work.
I think the idea sounds good, but I think the devil is in the details. I don't know how you fairly implement that.
GOP State Rep Steve Holt says he's skeptical of the idea, claiming there's a lot of things out of educators' control.
What is a teacher supposed to do if a student doesn't show up for class or refuses to do any of the work, but yet their pay is going to be based on that when they have no means to really do anything about that?
Democratic State Rep Heather Mattson says this would only hurt the teacher shortage, arguing every educator is dealing with a different situation in the classroom.
Then you're going to have this great disparity, not just between individual teachers, but also very likely between schools, just across the state based on where they're located and, the backgrounds of the kids that are going into those schools.
Holt says House Republicans haven't really started conversations on this topic, but in order for him to support something like this, he would need to see proof that it would actually benefit students' education.
The unintended consequence of this could be like we see in so many other well-meaning programs, that it's going to reduce rigor in the classroom. It's going to cause teachers to teach to the test instead of challenging students.
In Des Moines, Skylar Shalal reporting.
Another one of those 45 recommendations from the task force is cutting IPERS. We talked about this last week. That's Iowa's retirement system for public employees. Now, people that already have those benefits and are getting those benefits right now would keep those plans. It's the new hires that would miss out. The task force, though, says the system's too expensive. They recommend a shift to something closer to a typical 401k. Their recommendations are due by the end of September to the governor's desk.